Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of Officers 24/7. My name is Amanjot, and I am here with all of you to discuss the another session on the principle and practices of banking. So, first of all, a very good morning to all of you. How are you all? So, those people who have joined the session, do let me know is audio video both are okay. Are we good to go? So, let's just start our session. In this particular session, we are going to talk about the NPA recovery methods. Okay, we are going to cover the NPA recovery methods. Like what is NPA? We have discussed. We have already covered the asset classification of NPA. So in this particular session, we are going to cover the recovery methods of NPA. Okay, so let's just start. Before starting the session, if you have not downloaded the 24/7 application yet, then do download the application because here you will find all the details about your batches as well as the content regarding your exam. And if you have not subscribed the channel Officers at 24/7, then do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you, right? So let's just start. In this particular session, we are going to talk about the recovery methods of NPA. First of all, let's understand what is NPA. So NPA is simply a non-performing asset. We know that bank have a certain asset and liability. When it comes to the liability of a bank is a deposit of public. Okay, the deposit which has been given by public to the bank, that is the liability of a bank, and whenever the public wants the withdrawal of the deposit, bank has to give that. Okay, but when it comes to the asset means simply we can say, when we talk about asset is advance and loans which bank is providing to the customer. Okay, whatever advances and loans bank is providing to the customer, that is known as your asset. So bank is providing loan or advances to generate income, because whenever bank gives loan, bank will get in return the interest. Okay, in return bank will get the interest. And when the customer is not paying, the principal or interest amount to the bank for a particular period of time, that will be known as NPA. So NPA is simply non-performing asset. It's a kind of credit facility provided by bank to the customers on which the customer is not providing the principal amount and interest amount for a particular period of time, that will be known as your NPA. Okay, there are certain assets of NPA like we have discussed already: substandard asset, doubtful asset, and loss asset. Okay, these are the asset classification of NPA. Now let's understand how to recover NPA. We have seen what is NPA. We have seen what are the assets of the NPA assets classification. Now, if there is a NPA, then banks are facing a certain type of risk. If there is a NPA, banks are facing a certain type of risk, and that risk is known as credit risk, or you can call it a default risk. Okay, credit risk or default risk, you can call it. Like when the customer is not paying loan back, it means installment of the loan is not coming, then bank is facing the credit risk or the default risk. Okay, and in this situation, bank will after some time will face the financial risk also. Already bank is facing financial risk. Bank will face the liquidity risk also, because if the customer is not repaying loan, the bank will be face problem of the cash flow in the banking system. So these kind of risk can arise because of the NPA, because of the non-performing asset. So how to recover this NPA? What are the methods to recover this NPA? These are the methods to recover the NPA. So we have a Sarfasi Act, we have a Lok Adalat, Sarsai, ARC, DRT, DRAT, NCLT, NCALT, and IBC. Now, what are these? We will going to discuss these all in detail, one by one. First of all, if I talk about the full form of all these, so first of all, we have a Sarfasi Act. First of Sarfasi stand for Securitization and Asset Reconstruction of Financial Assets and Enforcement of Security Interest Act. Okay, so when we talk about Sarfasi, it is nothing just a securitization and reconstruction of financial assets and enforcement of Security Interest Act that has been introduced in the year 2002. Okay, it was introduced in the year 2002. Second, we have a Lok Adalat. Lok Adalat is the way by which you can recover your money uh, by without the involvement of the court. Okay, then we have a Sarsai. What is Sarsai? It is simply a government of India's company which is helping us out to recover the NPA. So it stands for Central Registry of Securitization and Asset Reconstruction and Security Interest of India. That is Sarsai. Then we have ARC. ARC stand for Asset Reconstruction Company. Okay. Then we have DRT. DRT stand for Debt Recovery Tribunal. Then we have DRAT, that is Debt Recovery Appellate Tribunal. So first you go to the DRT. If you are not satisfied, then you can go to the DRAT. Then we have National Company Law Tribunal, and then we have a National Company Appellate Law Tribunal. So, if you are not satisfied with the NCLT, you can go to the NCLT. Okay, now next we have a IBC, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, that was introduced in the year 2016. So all these are the methods by we will be able to recover the loan, we will be able to recover the NPA from the customers. Okay, so every method of recovery have different criteria to recover the NPA. They have different method to recover the NPA. They have different style to recover the NPA. Okay, and they will be used on a different customers also. Like on companies, NCLT will work. On individual customer, the DRT will work. So these kinds of differences are also there. Okay, now let's continue. So first we are going to talk about the Sarfasi Act that was introduced in the year 2002. The Securitization and Reconstruction of Financial Assets and Enforcement of Security Interest Act. This is the Sarfasi Act. So first of all, you can see that Sarfasi Act stands for this: Securitization and Reconstruction of Financial Assets and Enforcement of Security Interest Act 2002. Now, why act has been introduced? So this act was passed in the year 2002. That's why it is known as Sarfasi Act 2002. So it is a legislation that allows banks and other financial organizations to recover the bad loans effectively. Bad loans means the loan on which bank is not getting back the principal amount and the interest amount. So bad loan is a simpler type of loan in which a part of principal and interest is not coming for a particular period of time. That will be known as a bad loan. Okay. Now it's a legislation that helps us to the banks and other financial institutions to recover their bad loans. Okay. This is efficient or rapid recovery of non-performing asset of the banks and financial institutions. Okay, it provides efficient and rapid recovery of NPA of the banks and financial institutions. So Narasimhan Committee 1 and 2 and the Yojan Committee, these are the committees which has been introduced the Sarfasi Act and told us what functions that the Sarfasi Act is going to perform. Apart from that, there are certain important things regarding the Sarfasi Act where it will be applicable and where it will not be applicable. So it is only possible for secured loans. Secured loans means the type of loan where you got the collateral from the customer. Okay, let's say there is a two types of loans: collateral and secured and unsecured. Secured loans are those loans in which bank has provided loan to the customer and have taken a certain security on that particular loan. That's a secured loan. Unsecured loans are a type of loan in which collateral-free loan has been given to the customer. That is unsecured. So only the secured loan, it means the loans in which you have taken something and a collateral, that will be used here. That will be recovered here. So before this act took effect, financial institution had to take recourse to civil suits in the court to recover their dues. So before Sarfasi Act came, the financial institution, they have to take the recourse to the civil suits in the court to recover their dues, and they have to pay the fee there of the court. Hana, they have to wait until the case has been solved. So we know already in our civil courts how many cases are pending. Hana. So the people, the financial institution have to wait a lot of more time and they have to pay fee here, and they don't get the efficient or quick response from the court. Apart from that, borrower defaults, bank gets sweeping power to recover its due from the borrower. So if the borrower defaults, bank gets the power that bank can recover from the borrower. After giving a notice period of 60 days, the lender can take possession of the pledged asset of the borrower. Now, what is pledge? Pledge is a type of security. It can be a movable. It is a movable security, and the possession of the pledge remains with the bank if the customer has not repaid the loan. Okay, the possession will go to the bank, it means the lender. So it is extended to the whole of India, everywhere the Sarfasi Act is applicable. The act also provides for the establishment of asset reconstruction companies to acquire assets from banks and other financial institutions. So the Act, Sarfasi Act also help us to establish the asset reconstruction companies that acquire the NPA from the bank and then sell in the market and recover their money. So ARC is also a type of company which is only helping banks and financial institutions to recover their loans or the NPAs. So these are the conditions, or I can say these are the important points regarding the Sarfasi Act, that where it work, where it don't work, how it works, etc. How much time of notice period will be given, what type of loan can be recovered here, where it is applicable, everything we have seen. Now let's talk about on which kind of NPA the Sarfasi Act will be applicable. So first of all, the conditions in which it will be applicable, that is loan amount below 1 lakh. Okay. First condition you have to follow, that the loan amount should be above 1 lakh. If the loan amount is above 1 lakh, the Sarfasi Act will be applicable. If it is below 1 lakh, Sarfasi Act will not be applicable. Okay. Here it will be applicable. Okay. Loans were remaining debt below 20% of the original principal amount, then Sarfasi Act will not be applicable. If the remaining loan is more than 20%, it is more than 20% of the original principal amount, then the Sarfasi Act will be applicable. Okay, let's say you have given the loan of rupees 1 lakh to the customer. Out of that, customer has returned 80% amount, only 20% is remaining. Then you can't. It means customer has returned 80,000, only 20,000 is remaining, because I have taken the example of 1 lakh. Let's say, for example, in 1 lakh loan, the customer has returned 80,000 rupees, not the 20,000 rupees. In that case, you can't apply the Sarfasi Act, because more than 20% remaining amount should be there. So the second condition is this, like only 40,000 is remaining and 60,000 has been paid by the bank. Then in case your Sarfasi will be applicable. Okay. The remaining amount, Hana, the remaining amount should be more than 20% of the original principal amount. Then only the Sarfasi Act will be applicable. Okay. And the third condition is agricultural property. If someone has given in the mortgage the agricultural property, then the Security Act will not be applicable. And now, what kind of mortgage? Mortgage is always immovable property. Mortgage is also immovable property. It's always a land. Okay, it's a type of security. But if this land is an agricultural property, then Sarfasi Act will not work on that. Okay, apart from agricultural property, any other security if you have given, then Sarfasi Act will be applicable, otherwise no. So these are the three conditions to apply the Sarfasi Act. The first condition is should be remaining loan amount should be more than 1 lakh. Second, the remaining amount of overall principal amount of the loan should be remained for more than 20%. And agriculture property should not be there as a security. Okay, agriculture land should not be there. So if you are giving a mortgage, mortgage should not be the agriculture land. Apart from that, any particular security you can give here. So these are the three conditions of applying the Sarfasi Act on the NP loan. Okay, now how it works. So this is the mechanism of Sarfasi Act. First we have a borrower. Okay, so this borrower went to the bank and given a certain security. Okay, why it has given security? Because he wants some financial assistance. What borrower want? Borrower wants some financial assistance. Like it means the borrower wants a funds, the borrower wants a loan. So the bank has given loan to the borrower and taken a certain security. Now what will bank do? If customer has not repaid the loan, bank will transfer the security, the secured asset will be transferred to the asset reconstruction company. And this asset reconstruction company will give bank the cash, the amount of loan which was bank is trying to recover. Okay. Now the asset reconstruction company has given money to the bank. So bank has recovered its NPA. Now what asset reconstruction company will do? Asset reconstruction company will sell this particular property to the qualified buyer or the person who is able to purchase. The qualified buyers will be your other financial institution, LIC and all these companies and all will be NBFCs will be qualified buyers. So the securitization ARC will provide the security receipts. It means the bill of that particular property to the qualified buyer, and qualified buyer will give the cash to the asset reconstruction company. This is how ARC also earning money. Okay. So at last, the borrower's property has been given to the another qualified buyer, and the recovery of bank's NPA and the recovery of ARC's investment has been done. So this is how the Securities and Reconstruction of Financial Assets and Enforcement of Security Interest Act 2002 works. So this is the mechanism in which we have seen that the Sarfasi Act is working. Okay, this is the way, this is the method by which Sarfasi Act is working. I hope it is clear. Yes or no? So all these details are regarding the Sarfasi Act. So we have seen there are so many ways by which we can recover the NPA. Out of that, today we have discussed the Sarfasi Act. Okay, now, so this is what we have discussed. Now there is information for all of you that the JIIB three target batch are already going on and one more target batch is coming. So the first target batch of JIIB has started from 19th of December. The second batch is started from 22nd of December, and the third batch is going to start from your 13th of January. Okay, so these are the three batches, and this is the latest batch of your JIB, in which I will be starting Principles and Practices of Banking, Indian Economy, and Indian Financial System from 13th of January. Okay, to enroll, you can use the code Y496 and you will get 78% discount in the batch. Now, apart from that, there are JIB, CIB, Mahapacks are also available. So JIB, CIB, Mahapack will cover all these things which is required. Like it will cover the conceptual classes. It will cover the revision classes at the time of exam. It will cover your MCQ batches. It will cover the case study batches. It will cover the numerical batches. It will cover your e-books. It will cover your test series, everything for JIB as well as CIB. And you will get the 1 year validity. It means by enrolling in single product, you will be getting both the exams clear in just the duration of 1 year. It means in single attempt, you will be able to qualify the exam because everything which is required to qualify the exam is available in your account. Okay. Now to enroll, the same code will be applicable Y496 and you will get 78% discount, and these are the benefits of your JIB CIB Mahapai. Now how to enroll? First of all, if you have not downloaded the 24/7 application yet, then do download the application, because with the help of application you will be getting 1% additional discount on all the products of the 24/7 application. Now, how to enroll? Just go to the application. I will show you the website from where you can purchase. So this is the website of RA 24/7. You have to go here and find JIB CIB section. Click on the JIB CIB section. If you want to enroll in the JIB CIB, only the JIB target batch, click here. These are the all batches. The upcoming recent batch is this one. So click on the batch. Do read all the details. After reading all the details, you have to click on the buy now. So you can see Indian economy, Indian financial system, and PPB is starting from 13th of January. The timing has been given to you. Next two batches schedule will be available on the batch store very soon. So to enroll, you can click on a coupon code, and you can enter a code Y496. When you click on apply, you will find it will showing a 77% discount. 1% additional discount will be available from the 24/7 application. So the validity will be 6 months. 78% discount will be available, and you have to pay around 4,300 to get this particular batch, and that's a target batch. It will be covering all the four subject of yours, right? And if you want to enroll in the JIB CIB Mahapack, which I personally suggest you, that will be better for you because it will be giving everything which is required to qualify the exam. Okay, so click on the JIB CIB Mahapack, click on the Mahapack of JIB and CIB both. It will cover JIB all subjects, CIB all compulsory and elective paper also, both English medium and bilingual. Everything will be available which is required to qualify the JIB as well as CIB in a single attempt will be available here. After reading all the details, you have to click on the buy now. Okay, and you have to enter a coupon code that I have told you, that is Y496. So in the end, you will find the buy now option. Click here, enter a code here, that is Y496, and click on the apply. When you apply, you will find 78% discount will be available, 1% available from the Adda 24/7 application. So after paying around 12,100, you will get the JIB CIB for the 12 months duration. Okay, and the single product is sufficient to enroll and to qualify both the exam. Okay, so this is how you can enroll, and the code always will be Y496 for all of you. And this is how you can get your preparation is started. So as you can see, the third foundation or the third JIB target batch we are starting from 13th of January. It means already we have done successfully started the two target batches of the JIB and CIB. It means a many candidate has already started preparing for the JIB and CIB. That's why the 2 or 3 batches has been already launched. So don't waste your time more because it's already January 2023. You have exam in March and July, June, May and June, sorry. And you need revision time, you need practice time, you need conceptual clarity time. And that is very less for you all, okay? Because you have job and you have to do work-life balance, and then you have to find out the way to study also. So this is required that you start early so that you will be easily able to cover everything and qualifying the exam. Okay. So let's end the session here. This is the whole detail about NPA recovery method and how to enroll in the batches. Last but not the least, if you are new to the channel of Office of Tara 24/7, then do subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you. And we are going to meet again at 8 a.m. with the Indian economy and Indian financial system at the same channel. Okay. So see you in half hour. Thank you for joining the session and take care. Have a good day.